Hi everybody, welcome to Intuitive Goddess Tarot 911. I'm Jenny. So we are going to do things a little bit differently today. We're going to do a Virgo reading, and I just did the Taurus reading like this and it was very fun. So we're going to do that and just see what we can come up with, because that one was really, really interesting. Like, I don't know, out of this world kind of interesting. So as usual, if the reading resonates, then it's for you. If it doesn't, it's not for you. And then these readings are timeless. So if you are seeing this, whenever you're seeing it, it's for you. So we're going to start this off with some charms. So we have a key. We have a heart. What does it say on there? I'm so blind. It says love. Okay. We have a flower. We have a crown. We have that weird thing again with the different colors on it. I have no idea what that is. Another crown, so maybe you're a badass. And another flower. Interesting. All right. Let's grab one of these bad boys and see what we get. I've never gotten that one. Not that I've had these that long, but let's see. So it's like an X. Breakthrough. Prosperity and fruitfulness. I like that. All right, so you're possibly having a breakthrough. And if you're watching this reading, you need a yes or no answer to something. So something is going on in your life and you need a yes or no answer. So Spirit, no playing with me this time. Let's get a yes or no answer for what this is regarding for Virgo. All right. Get more information. Okay. And no need to worry. Okay. Okay. I feel like that's a good place to start all this. So we're going to kind of do like we did last time, because the last reading was so interesting. All right. Holy angels, holy spirits, what do we need to know about Virgo getting more information and not needing to worry about this breakthrough that they're having? Come on, you can do it. The hanging bones, seeing the signs. I have never gotten this card before. People. Ascension. Seeing the bigger picture. Maybe that's part of your breakthrough. And deception. Okay. So someone is deceiving you. I'm going to look and see what the hanging bones is, because we've never gotten that card before. I have no idea what hanging bones would mean. So let's find out. So it says, these signs are not mistakes. Once you begin to honor them all, they will come to realize that Spirit has been directing you through these little whispers your entire life. Do not question when one is presented to you. Rejoice in the wink from the universe and act accordingly. If a sign feels like a positive validation, then honor it. If a sign feels like a warning, take heed. And be sure to say a small prayer of gratitude for each sign received. With time and your willingness to pay attention, signs will become clearer and clearer. The hanging bones represents seeing signs no matter where they're placed in the reading. Look to other cards for more clarity about which area of your life these signs are offering guidance for. Well, I think it's pretty clear. So the hanging bones is just you looking for signs from the universe, which I always say, it's a good idea to do that. And I know I've said this a million times, but if you feel like you shouldn't take 787 and you should take the North Way, then you should take the North Way. Don't question what your mind is telling you. It's telling you that for a reason. It could be these small whispers, someone in your ear, a passed on loved one, that's telling you what needs to happen. So you're dealing with someone that's deceptive. So take a look at this card. I don't know how clearly you can see it, but there's a man hugging a woman and he's got a knife behind her back. All right, an ascension, secret trail. Okay, let's keep going. We are actually going to use this deck because I did it by accident earlier and it was brilliant. So let's use this deck for Virgo. Spirit, what does the Virgo need to know about seeing the signs and getting more information? Answer the call. Time to shine. Okay. Light initiation. Great teacher awakening. Divine magic. Okay. Light immersion. Full system upgrade. Power recall. This could be you seeing the bigger picture. And then what about this deception? Because that card is just so... Okay. So I feel like it says spirit guides, confirmation, great lessons. So I feel like this is your sign to, for one, not to worry about any of this because spirit has you. And then, we have a cat. Hi, Fluffy. A little busy right now. Come here. Boop, boop. Come here. Sit on my lap. So that could be your sign, the cat. I don't know. So basically, she got me all confused here. All right. So this is your confirmation that if you thought someone was being deceptive, that they absolutely are. And you seeing the bigger picture and trusting your instincts, I feel like is leading you to your ascension. Maybe you have a mentor, maybe you have a relative, maybe you have a best friend, maybe you have a dog. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I feel like someone is trying to show you what's hidden, if that makes sense. All right, we're going to use this deck again because I feel like we're on a super good roll the last time. So what does the collective need to know about answer the call and seeing the signs? Maybe that's literal. Maybe you just need to answer the call. Organize the mind. That's good advice. Prophecy. Maybe your ascension is part of the prophecy. Reach out. So when I get this card, and I was thinking this actually before it happened, is that someone from the spirit world, someone who you consider to be a mentor, is reaching out to you, possibly to help you through this deception or to give you confirmation about the deception. What else, Spirit? To help you grow. Because growth can a lot of times be painful. but you can't go around it. You have to go through it, and that's where the lessons come in. The big picture, the ascension, those little signs. All right. Let's pull from Tarot. We're going to use the Light Seers deck because this deck's amazing and I feel like it gives us good advice. So, all right. So, what does Virgo need to know about organizing the mind, answering the call? Maybe you need to meditate or just focus more on seeing the signs themselves. So, what about that? 10 of Wands. Whatever it is, you've already packed up and left. You've had enough. You've been beaten, maybe not literally, but you've been kicked in the butt by life. 10 of Pentacles. So there's a need to, and there's a dog in this picture, which is funny. There's dog, there's children. So part of your ascension could mean letting this cloak and dagger person go so that you can have your 10 of Pentacles, which basically means emotional, physical, love, financial, it's everything. So what about seeing the bigger picture, power recall, and your ancestors are trying to speak with you? 8 of Wands. So this deck I don't use much. So when I see the 8 of Wands, I feel like it's basically giving you power. But I want to make sure that I'm not speaking out of turn because I don't often use this deck. So let's just see what it says. Speed, velocity, travel, making split-second decisions, an upcoming positive resolution. It's time to go. I fall into the flow of this quickening energy and I swiftly face my desires head on. I don't think it's any clearer than that. What else? Judgment in reverse. What about that, Spirit? 10 of Swords in reverse. So I feel like this just means that you have to allow yourself to move on. What else about that? The Chariot. Yes. So allowing yourself to move past this, whatever this is, following the signs, getting more information, but not worrying so much that you're not getting all the information. All you have to do is follow your intuition, and it's going to lead you to where you need to be. So let's get an advice card. Let's just see what Spirit has for you. And again, I don't know if it's that deck, the Crystal Ball Pocket Oracle. I don't know what it is, but this feels very, very ancient. So let's just see. This deck is so hard to shuffle. Let's just see what we can get for advice for you, Virgo, from Spirit. What does Virgo need to know from Spirit? Higher calling. The Lion. You have within you all the courage you need. Let go of the past. Reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. Make noble choices for your life and your tribe. Yeah, choose yourself. Choose to, whatever the deception is. I feel like that's unclear, but I feel like that's part of the need not to worry about it. I've never gotten either one of these cards, by the way. Snow Leopard, self-reliance. You are strongly independent and often solitary. Integrity is important for your best outcome. Cloak yourself with the invisibility and walk with the shamans. Use your intuition and let your life unfold in silent perfection. I almost said earlier that this feels tribal, but that kind of felt wrong. But I guess I should have just said it, because here the shaman, you know, they're saying to walk with the shamans. I went to a psychic a few years ago, and she told me that I have a shaman with me all the time. That his name is Trevor. That basically he goes everywhere with me. And before I had my awakening, he kept doing things in the house, which was really weird. So he kept like making giant messes, and by a giant mess, knocking over a container of cat litter that no one else could have possibly knocked over. Not a cat, not anybody. So there was that. The blankets were being pulled off me at night. Just all kinds of things. And then I went through my awakening, my transition to actually listening to spirit and listening to where it's guided me, and the call, to do tarot and give messages to people that, are not otherwise going to get them. So, it can happen in any way, but I wouldn't have known about him if I hadn't gone to the psychic. And I went to another psychic after that, a different one. And she basically said that he's, now that I've awakened, he's here to help me. He gives me messages, things like that. So I don't know. You have some spirit guides helping you, possibly some ancestors trying to tell you something. This snow leopard feels like the eyes are peering into you. So anyway, Virgos, I hope this was helpful. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Because Monday is going to be here before you know it. So take good care of yourselves, take good care of each other, and I love you guys so much. And thanks for all your likes, your shares, your subscribes. Just watching the video really is helping the channel, so I appreciate you guys. But I will see you soon, and have a wonderful day. Bye.